Alright, let's get started. Today's video, we're going to discuss the Smith Wesson revolver rear sight problem I'm having. The first one, right here, is my 3844. It was produced in 1946. It has a long cock system. My next one is a Model 27-2. It's been modified with a PPC barrel. The third one is a Model 17 and 22 long rifle. It's one of my favorite shooting guns. And the next large one next to it is a Model 29 44 Magnum. And then the final one is a 625 in 45 ACP with moon clips or 45 rim. But this is the gun I'm having problems with, and the problem is the rear sight. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at a 1946 Smith Wesson rear sight, a modified rear sight with a PPC or aristocrat sight, a stock Model 17, and a stock Model 29. And we're going to compare it with the 625. This is a modern gun. This is 1973, 1973, 1973, and this was produced, like I said, in 1946, but purchased in 1980. So let's get started on looking at the rear sight and what we're going to do to fix the problem. If you notice in the 3844 Outdoorsman, this is a sight that was made in 1946. To adjust the sight, it's a little to the right to hit dead center at 25 yards. Just you can see right here, it's right at the edge, and a little gap over here. Not a problem. Just line up the front sight, pull the trigger, and you're good to go. My next rear sight is from a Model 27-2. It's been customized with a aristocrat PPC barrel, and you can see that the back face plate here is just one marking. It elevates up and down, so you really cannot see any left to right adjustments when you line up the sights. Excellent sight, very precision, but it cost a lot of money when it was built. My Model 17-22, this gun was built in 1970. Very accurate gun, and you can see right here it's a little to the left, has a little gap here. So to shoot dead center is adjusted just a hair to the left, but pretty much even on both sides. So when you line up the gun, you don't see that much of a gap on each side. So very accurate pistol. It's been this way since 1970. I don't think I had adjusted rear sight since I purchased it. My Model 29 44 Magnum, vintage 1970, has a little white outline in the back, but notice that from the factory, it's adjusted pretty much dead center. Both sides are almost equal. The gun shoots dead center at 25 yards. Excellent rear sight, excellent target alignment, and the gun shoots pretty good. Okay, now you can see the problem I'm talking about. On the 625, the gun shoots really far right, so I had to slide the sight all the way over to get zero at 25 yards. And when you do that, the blade is even on this side, but you have a gap on this side. Right there's the gap. And that gap is driving me crazy. I cannot stand trying to look down the sights and seeing a gap right here. Why did they do this? I don't know. Why is this model pistol shooting far right? I don't know. It might be the shorter barrel. Might just be the way they built it. But I noticed that all the modern guns seem to shoot right that I see at the range. So this adjustment here, I cannot deal with it. So what I did is I went online and I looked around and I found out that a company called LPA out of Italy makes some really nice rear sights. They're a little expensive, but I'm going to go ahead and change this rear sight. I cannot stand it anymore. I'm going to take it off. Comes with a little wrench and 2 screws. That's pretty much all you need. Notice how nice the rear plate, the rear sight is. It's serrated, got nice round edges. Real bright white paint to tell you which direction up, right, and the center point. Mounted with 2 screws. So how can you tell if this will work with your revolver? You can look up the model number on their website, and what they do is they tell you to open up your revolver, and you can see this is clear. And if you look up into the top strap here, you'll see 3 holes. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can zoom in on them. If your revolver has the 3 holes for a scope, then it'll work. So all you do is take out your sight screw. Your rear sight just slides back and off. And the new one drops right on top. And the holes line up right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a little Loctite and we'll go ahead and install it. Alright, we're going to go ahead and put a little blue Loctite on the thread or thread lock. Now it comes with a nice little tool. So we can test out this tool. Give it a little torque. Alright, let's take a look at that. Wow, that looks pretty nice. So let's take a closer look. You can see that the new sight goes over the top strap. Blends it really nice. Very professional looking sight. The LPA sight looks real nice, as you can see. Nice and clear. I'll put up the old one. Right there you can see the size difference. The new LPA sight on the Smith Wesson 625.